So you want to make your own music, but you don't know where to start, what to buy, or how to set them up. Well, this channel was created just for you, so let's make it happen. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to The Beat Creation. I am Robbins, and today I will show you what you need to get for your studio, how to set them up so you can start making some beat. Let's get it. Okay, now that we have an empty desk, perhaps it is the most important piece in our home studio. So now, what do we need in order to furnish this desk? Well, number one, you need a computer. Maybe you probably already have one in order to set up our studio. Number two on our list, you need a software. This is where you'll be able to record your music. You can go with Logic or GarageBand, or there's a whole bunch of other softwares out there that you can use. So whichever one that you feel more comfortable with, that's the one that I would suggest you go with. And number three in our list would be for you to get an audio interface. Okay, I am using the Avid MBox Pro 3. This is what I'm using for my audio interface. It works for me, and I've had it for a couple of years now, and it never let me down before. But you don't necessarily have to have this particular one because this is old school. They don't even build them anymore. But there's a whole bunch of other audio interfaces out there that you can use in order to power your home studio. Next on our list, you need some studio monitors. Okay, for your studio monitors, you're also gonna need some isolation pads. Well, that will absorb vibrations from your speakers, from your audio monitors. Your studio monitors is how you're going to listen to your music as you produce them. And next on our list, we need a MIDI controller or a keyboard. Is how we're going to trigger sounds to play our music. Next piece on our studio, we're gonna use a power conditioner. Now, you don't necessarily have to have a power conditioner right away, but it is very important to have a power conditioner that will keep your equipment safe in case of lightning and stuff, so that way your equipment doesn't get fried. In my case here, I'm using Pyle. They're pretty cheap, but you can get some better brand than that. But the fact that I don't have that many stuff here, so I just use them, they get the job done. But they are better than not having any at all. Next on our list, we're gonna need some cables, MIDI cables, speaker cables, etc. Next on our list, an external hard drive. This is where I will keep all my production, so that way I do not clog my computer hard drive, so I can keep it running as fast as possible. I also have a mic preamp that I use. It is not necessary for you to buy an external mic preamp because your audio interface, they come equipped with mic preamps. If you desire to, record vocals or if you have external instruments that you would like to record, like a guitar or bass, your audio interface come prepared with those inputs for you. So you don't necessarily need a mic preamp to track vocals, but you can get one for better quality. I also incorporated an MPC into my studio, so that way I can, trigger external sound into Pro Tools to make it a little bit more excited. Do you necessarily have to have an MPC? No, you don't need to have an MPC. Next on our list, we need a chair that will give us the comfortability in order for us to be productive. The last piece you need for your studio would be Jesus. Jesus is the center of my studio. All right, so let's get in the back and see how it's all connected. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and connect our studio monitors first to the audio interface. We're gonna take our line output 1 and we're going to connect it to our right side speaker. And then we're gonna take line output number 2 into our left side speaker. If you decide you want to go with an external mic preamp, okay, this is how you're going to connect it to your audio interface. You're going to take the line output from your mic preamp, like so, and then you're going to connect it to one of the line input in your audio interface. In my case here, I'm going to use line input number 3 because I already have line input number 1 and 2 in the front of the interface that I can use. The next step is to connect our audio interface to our computer. So in my case here, my audio interface comes with a FireWire connection. Most likely, if you get a new audio interface, they're probably gonna come with Thunderbolt, USB, or perhaps even FireWire still, because they still have some out there that support that kind of connection. So I have dual connection here for my FireWire connections. So I would go right there and into one of those, connect that here, and then we're gonna go to one of the FireWire connection into my computer. But you have to make sure that your computer support FireWire. If your computer does not support FireWire, so it's going to support either Thunderbolt or USB. So make sure that you get a piece of equipment that is compatible with your computer. Okay, our next connection now is to connect our MIDI controller or keyboard to our audio interface. This is how you'll be able to trigger sounds inside Pro Tools. Okay, in my case here, this is how my system looks. Okay, we're gonna take our MIDI input into the output of our MIDI controller or keyboard. And then we're gonna take our MIDI output and it's going to the MIDI input of our keyboard or MIDI controller. And now our next move, which is the last one, is to make sure that you send power to everything. So we're gonna go ahead and connect all the powers, and then after that we're going to give it a try and see if it works for us. Once you're done with your setup, it should look at least like this or better. Doing so will help you to be more creative and productive in your workflow. I mean, this is not the best wire management, but at least it's clean. The floor is clean, there is no mess, and so that should help you to be more productive when you come to your studio. All right, now let's check out our setup and see how we did. Well, seems like everything checks out fine. Now you can start making some beat.
The loneliness that I feel, knowing you're so far. I wonder how.
Thank you for watching. Please give this channel a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. This channel is created especially for those of you who would love to make your own music but don't know how or where to start. This channel will help you with that, even if you don't know anything about playing music. Again, thank you guys for watching. God bless.